In this video, I'll be showing you how to create explainer videos in the style of Primate Economics, fully automated using N8N. In case you don't know what they are, well, it's actually a YouTube channel that went viral recently because of their unique style of explaining economics. Let's quickly take a look at an example video from their channel.
At the end of the week, Monkey earns 100 leaves. Monkey is happy. It ain't much, but it's honest work. But actually, Monkey only receives 80 of those.
A lot of people have attempted to actually copy their style before using traditional and manual tools, but that process actually takes a lot of time. And as you know, in our channel, we're actually all about automation. That is why we have created this workflow here, which actually generates videos like that. Well, pretty similar in actually few clicks, and it's fully customizable. We can change a lot of things to make it our own, like change the character instead of gorillas, change the tone, etc. So yeah, for this case, we have tried to mimic 100% the result of Primate Economics. We went with the same character, so let's actually give it a try. All we have to do here is actually click on Execute Workflow. We will go with loans as our video idea, so let's click on Submit and let it do its job. If you guys are wondering who's this weird character that is appearing on your screen, well, it's actually me, Point, and I will be hosting more videos in the future in this channel. So comment down Point if you want to see more of me. Alright, we're actually gonna stop it in here. We have generated enough scenes for this case, just to keep it simple. We have 3 actual static images and 2 motion images. As you can see, all these images have been submitted and inserted into our Airtable database. So we have videos here, the table videos about the ID alone. It has an ID, the status is to do, and we have a table scenes that has all these scenes that were generated with their images and their type. Alright, so as you can see, related to -1, it means it is static, not related to any scene. If it's motion, it means it is related to a previous scene, so we take that image of that scene and we use it as a reference image. So let's take a look at the actual images. This is first image, second image, third image, fourth image, and final image. Alright, so each image has its dialogue, which we're gonna use later on for the voiceovers. Before we start, let's go take a look at the scenes. The first image, I want to actually change it. That's why we have another workflow here, which allows us to edit any desired scene if we don't like how the quality was. So let's go ahead and copy this URL here, just to not lose it if we don't get an ideal output. Let's go back to here. Alright, so for this, it was supposed to generate a single gorilla which is sad with few leaves. So instead it generated a happy gorilla with 2 leaves and 2 other gorillas. So let's go ahead and edit this to make it actually only 1 gorilla. So click on Execute Workflow on this. We select which video our scene is related to. So we only have 1 video here, the 6th video. Select the image, which is image ID number 0. So let's go ahead. Select 0, submit. Let's go ahead. So we told it to remove the other 2 gorillas on the right side. So let's click on submit and let's wait for our changes. So as you can see, it's editing now and it's gonna update it as soon as it finishes in the Airtable database. And as you can see, it has updated now. So let's go take a look at the new image, see if we like it. Alright, yes, it has changed it and it perfectly matches the scene now. So as you can see, it has updated it, so we are good. Now, let's go to our final step, which is actually generating the video. So let's go ahead, click on Execute Workflow here. We are ready. Let's select the video to generate and let's wait for it and let it do the job. Alright, it has finished generating the video. Let's go take a look at it now.
Ugh ugh, monkey want big banana, but monkey only have few leaves. But suit gorilla, he have many leaves, he the bank monkey. Monkey go to suit gorilla, can monkey borrow leaves? Suit gorilla give leaves, but say monkey give more asterisk leaves back later or else. Now monkey have big banana, happy monkey, thanks to borrowed leaves.
Alright, that's actually pretty good. That's a good result, pretty much the good quality images as well. And now, of course, it can get longer. Don't forget, we have actually stopped the actual workflow from generating more scenes. And you can also specify it in the system prompt here to generate actual more scenes. As I said, for the simplicity sake of this tutorial, we kept it so short just to showcase the result. Now, let's go actually ahead and start breaking this workflow so you can use it later on. As you can see, we have 3 main parts, as I showed you. We have the scenes generation, we have the edit scene images, and we have the generate final video. So, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what tools I actually use Well, I used Full AI for the AI image model, which is Nano Banana Pro. So if you don't have, you can use Full AI or any other AI model aggregator here. My favorite is Full AI. Go ahead, create your account, deposit some credits, get your API key, and then input it or hook it inside the sub workflows that we have used. We have used also Kokoro for the free TTS that you heard, which is a open source model that you can host on your computer. I use Docker here to host Kokoro. I have previously made a video on how to host and use Kokoro TTS. We have used Minio for the local storage. We have also used the NCA toolkit. If you don't know about the NCA toolkit, it is actually GitHub repo that was made by Stephen G. Pope, which is another YouTuber, shout out to him, which is an API that actually processes different types of media without actually paying a single dime for other API subscriptions. It uses FFmpeg. It has a lot of endpoints that you can use for audio, for code, for images, for videos. It can convert media. It can create captions, concatenate images to create a video, animate videos, split and trim, etc. So feel free to check it out. I will leave the link for it in the description. And I have previously also made a video on how to actually set it up on your computer so you can use it. It's all self-hosted. Minio, NCA Toolkit, and Kokoro TTS. The only thing that is not actually self-hosted and requires a bit money is the actual image model, which is Nano Banana Pro through the Full AI API. I have tried to do it using the free Vertex AI method, but I kept getting hit by the rate limit, so I thought that will take a lot of time to do, so I switched to this paid model. But it is actually doable using the Vertex AI. If you have more time, you can use more weights, etc. to not get hit by any rate limit. And now let's actually get to work. So for the first part, the scene generation, it is pretty much starts with a on-form submission node here, where we have the prompt field, where we actually type in the idea of the video we want to see. After that, we take in that video idea, insert it directly inside Airtable, which is, we have created two tables here, videos and scenes. For the videos, we have ID, idea, and status. After finishing the video, I should actually switch this to done, but I forgot to do it. So you can do it manually, or we can add it into the workflow. For the scenes, we have the number, ID of the scene, dialogue, image, the URL of the image generated, the type of it, static or motion, we'll get to that later, related to, and video ID, so we know which video it belongs to. After that, we have a basic LLM chain with a simple system prompt that will actually tell it what it does. So for this, what I did, I went to a notebook LM. I provided a lot of sources about the Primate Economics YouTube channel, from videos and actual screenshots to describe better the style of the images, and I told it to generate me a system prompt that goes with that, which will be the storyboarder and the lead scriptwriter for that channel, taking the ideas and inspiration from that actual YouTube channel and create scenes from it in this output format, which is ID, dialogue, the image idea, scene type, and related to, if it's related to. As I said, you have static and motion. For static, well, it's actually a scene that's not related to any other scene. For motion, let's say in one scene, a gorilla is standing, and in the next scene, the same gorilla in the same position will maybe take his hand up, for example. That's a motion, so it will be related to that previous scene, so we don't mess up the consistency, and we use that previous image as a reference. That is the difference between static and motion. After that, we finish with the basic LLM chain. This one will give us one big array of objects. We're gonna split it out and go through it scene by scene. Each object will reference a scene. So for each scene, we're gonna detect whether it's a static or motion. If it's static, we're going to pass it to a basic LLM chain. This basic LLM chain will generate from the image idea that we have generated here an image prompt that will go in and get passed to the AI image model, which is Nano Banana Pro in our case. Following that image prompt, we're gonna pass to a sub workflow we have created, which actually uses Full AI to generate images. So if you go back here, click on this, it will give us this workflow here that we have generated. As you can see, image to image, 2 refs and 1 ref. For 2 refs, it takes 2 images as a reference. For 1 ref, it takes only 1 image. It calls in the full API Nano Banana endpoint to generate the image, gets the status of the image. If the image is not completed, we're gonna wait again and get the status again. If it's completed, we're gonna output the actual image URL we got. When we get that image URL, we're using the Airtable node here to insert that scene with all of its data we got. So the number of it, the dialogue, the image type related to, if it's static, it's gonna be -1, and the video ID. If it's actually motion, we're gonna do the same, generate a prompt, this time with a different system prompt because it's motion, not the same as the previous one. We have the ref image, we're gonna get that ref image following that ID we have. So if we're gonna get the image or the scene that has the same number as the related to. So if this image is related to the image number 0, we're gonna take in that image number 0 and pass it, get the URL, and pass it to the image to image one ref execute sub workflow. So for this, takes the previous image or the image that it's related to as a reference. For the first case with 2 refs, we're gonna pass in 2 reference images from which are basically screenshots from the Primate Economics YouTube channel, random scenes, just to get an idea about the image style that it generates. After that, we're gonna insert it inside the scenes in the Airtable table here. And we're gonna wait just to avoid a bit of rate limiting. And once it's done, we're gonna have all the scenes inserted inside our Airtable here. So we're gonna take it later on. We have the edit desired scene that we use to change the first image, a on-form submission node that asks us a question, basically just to initiate the on-form submission. We are gonna get all the available videos here that we have. We're gonna aggregate them and pass them to another next page on-form submission that will show us the list of the videos we have to select which video our image that we want to edit belongs to. After that, we get that ID of the video we selected. We're gonna get all of the scenes following that video and their IDs. We're gonna aggregate them. We're gonna use a on-form submission here, next page again, just to select which exact scene we want to change. We're gonna select it. We're gonna select or input again in this next form page here the image prompt that we want to change. And we're gonna get from this ID that we selected or the ID of the scene, we're gonna get that image, the URL, pass it into an execute sub workflow again with one ref. We're gonna pass it the new prompt that we have executed and the ref image, which is basically the image that we want to change. And once we do that, we're gonna update that scene here. All right, now for the main part, which is generating the final video, we're gonna start with the on-form submission node here to select which video we want to change. And after that, we are going to take in the list of the videos we have, the uncreated videos, which are videos that have to do as status, not done. We're gonna aggregate them. Next form page here, we're gonna select which video we want to create from that list. This one will take in, based on the ID of the selected video here, we're gonna take in all the scenes, aggregate them, again, split them out to have each item on its own or each scene on its own. We're gonna loop over the scenes. For each scene, we're gonna take in the dialogue, basically, since we have a dialogue here, as you can see, take it, pass it to Kokoro TTS. We can change the voice here, the format, whatever. We're gonna pass in that dialogue so the TTS will read it out loud. After that, we are gonna upload that file, so this returns a binary here.
Now monkey have big banana. Happy monkey. Thanks.
We're gonna take it, we're gonna upload it to Minio, which is using the S3 node upload action here. We're gonna give it a name, basically audio underscore and the ID of that scene. It's gonna override each time. We're not gonna have a list of audios that stays there. It's gonna override every time. After that, after uploading, we're gonna use the NCA toolkit to determine the length of that audio so we know how long the image will take later on. So we pass the name of the file or the URL that we got from the Minio here, and it returns a bunch of response fields here. One of them is the duration. We're gonna take in that duration and we're gonna animate the image using again the convert video endpoint here from the NCA toolkit, which takes in an image and converts it into a video. We're gonna pass in the image URL that we have generated, the length, how long the animation will take, basically the length of the audio. We can select the frame rate and the zoom speed if you want to have zoom. I set it to 0 so it's static like that. After that, we're gonna use an ffmpeg command here. I guess we can use the NCA toolkit, but I went with the ffmpeg command here using the execute command line node. So basically we're gonna pass it the actual name of the file or the image file that we animated actually using the NCA toolkit. That image we transformed into a video. The length of the audio, we're gonna take it, then we're gonna pass in that audio that matches that scene, and it will output a final video which contains the image with the voiceover on top of it. We're gonna load it and upload that single video into Minio with its name, again video underscore the ID of the scene. We're gonna do it for every scene. After that, we're gonna take in all the URLs of the videos that we have generated, basically the image containing the voiceover, and after that we're gonna map it and use the NCA toolkit endpoint, which is video/concatenate. We're gonna pass it all the videos video URLs, the images containing the voiceover for each scene, concatenate them, and output a final video that we saw together. So yeah, this is pretty much it, as you can see, and it's actually pretty accurate to the Primate Economics original YouTube channel. Of course, I don't advise you to go with the Primate or Gorillas because they have done that, they're successful, it's their own style. You can change it, get an inspiration, put your own tweaks on the system prompts here, generate rabbits, for example, mouses, etc. The JSON file for this workflow and the other workflows will be available in our Discord server. Feel free to join and get them for free. Comment down below to let me know what I should change and what I should add to this workflow so it becomes even better. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and found this useful. Comment down below point if you want to see me in more videos, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.